yeah, let's see, as an avid Guinness drinker, whether or not I can actually tell whether a Guinness has been poured properly or not.
Not telling you.
Dirt on my boots and a dream in my veins.
What are you doing? Where are you going? Ben, I've told you, you're barb, mate. You're not coming in. You're not coming in. Oh no, I'm only joking, mate. I'm only joking. Right, it's a good one. We know you've got loads of questions on the West Ashby Arms. So we're going to sit down this morning straight away and just get into it. We're going to talk to you about branding, our ideas, and we'd love to get your feedback. So please do leave a comment and just give us anything, any ideas that you've got, because there might be things that we haven't spoken about. We've also bought something for the West Ashby Arms, our first purchase. Again, obviously we're preempting that we're going to be able to actually purchase this pub. So fingers crossed. And then we're going to play around with Guinness and their idea on what a perfect pour is. Does it actually taste any better? We'll find out today in the 8th episode of The Diary of a Pub Landlord.
Back roads race, some big soul, bonfire burning where the wild things go. Radio up with the window down, that's how we do it in a no-name town. Cornfield hard with a
Thank you so much for the response that we've had online just around the West Ashby Arms, and obviously us releasing the news that we're purchasing it. It's been pretty exciting. We've been out and about. We've spoken to loads of people. Like, everyone seems to be really behind us and supporting us, which is exciting to see. So what we wanted to do basically in this is we're going to just discuss some of our ideas openly with you. And
hopefully get of input from you guys on what you would want to see.
Yeah,
what's important to you,
especially if you're local to the pub. You know, what do you think's really important to see in the pub, food wise? What you want to see, sort of where in the market you expect it to sit. Would you want to see events?
Yeah, breakfast maybe.
Yeah. So how far do we, you know, we're umming and ahhing, we're on the fence with loads of stuff like opening hours and stuff like that. Obviously we don't know how busy it's going to be initially. We are of course very hopeful that it is going to be extremely busy. We've obviously been going on this journey for a little while now. We've had about 15 different ideas around branding. We've spoken a lot about websites, and obviously the food offering is extremely important with the location.
I think it's really difficult. We're in that awkward phase where, because we've not exchanged yet, part of me is a little bit like, I don't want to do too much because I feel like I'm jinxing it.
But we've done so much already.
I know.
What, should we talk about name?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've possibly decided what we're calling it, I think.
Yeah, I think we've said it a fair few times, and actually I've heard other people say it, and I don't know if they're saying it because we've said it or if that's actually the nickname for the pub. But yeah, when we first looked at it, we were like, West Ashby Arms is too much of a mouthful. And although, you know, we love the name West Ashby, we just feel like it's maybe not necessary to call it the West Ashby Arms. So we're thinking that we're going to rebrand it.
Yeah, so it kind of ties in a little bit more with our other ventures, maybe.
We're open to discussion, but we're going to rebrand it the Ashby. Just keep it nice and crisp. There's loads of people that are really interested in calling us renaming it the Green Dragon.
And not renaming it. Well, I suppose, yeah, renaming it. Going back
reverting back to the original name, which I've done some research on it. It goes right back to the start when it opened.
Right.
Now, I'm a big, I like, you know, calling the Leagate Inn. I would never change that name. No. It's the Leagate Inn. The Green Dragon's historic, and I'm a big, bit
of nostalgia
advocate for, you know, keeping history within the pub and reverting back. However,
I struggle with the branding around the Green Dragon.
The Green Dragon sounds like a Chinese restaurant. Yeah. So we're struggling a little bit, but I don't think we've 110% made the decision. And I think the more I look into the history, the more I sort of quite like it. But yeah, so there's a bit of a conversation there that we've got to go through.
Yeah.
Opening hours, we originally thought 5 days a week. However,
I think we might have reverted on that and gone back to our roots of if you're open, you're open. So go 7 days a week. Probably not to the same level that the Leagate is. I don't think we'll be doing breakfast 7 days a week just because we haven't got a hotel, so we're not going to have a chef in anyway. But I think it's important to be open on a Monday. Mondays is one of our busiest nights. Well, Monday and Tuesday are some of our busiest nights.
Yeah. I think it all comes down to staffing and sort of when we're gearing up to open this place, you know, getting the chefs in and stuff like that. It's going to be one of the biggest challenges. And if we have got a team that's sort of set up and ready to go 7 days a week, then we're never going to say no. However, if it's maybe a bit more of a challenge to do that and we need to get people days off, etc.
Yeah, I suppose that if you only got 5 days, you only need one team, really. Whereas if you're open 7 days a week, you need 2 teams, really.
You need,
Or at least 2 senior chefs that can...
But if we're really busy on a Saturday and Sunday, you need them anyway.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need like 5 chefs for a Saturday and 5 chefs for a Sunday. So as soon as you get into a busy weekend, you almost have to open Monday, Tuesday.
I also think it's more difficult to find part-time chefs than it is full-time chefs.
Yeah.
So if you're open 7 days a week, every position is going to be full-time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're only open 5 days a week, you are going to have more staff that are just in Saturday, Sunday, which tend to be like more inexperienced staff, I'd say. So if we're wanting to...
Front of house isn't really a problem.
No, I think, to be honest, we've got enough staff here
to overflow
initially, and we've also had applicants already, which is amazing.
Yeah, we've had a couple of people apply for jobs already, and we're like, whoa, give us a chance. I know we're probably rushing a little bit as well.
No, but it's nice to know that the appetite's there and that people want jobs.
Yeah, and I don't think we've researched how big the pool is north of West Ashby. We're sort of all our focus has been on being just outside Horncastle and things like that, and actually all of the little villages north of West Ashby between Louth and Horncastle, sort of, they're all
I suppose
very engaging.
That whole kind of triangle.
Yeah. So staffing's obviously one of the biggest hurdles that we'll be coming across, and we're excited for it. I think it will bring out a few more people that we've maybe not met that work in local establishments, maybe looking for a change and to jump onto a sort of exciting journey, which would be good. And what else? What about food?
I've kind of got in my head what I vision for the Ashby or the Green Dragon or the West Ashby Arms, whatever we go back to calling it. But I don't know if you're 100% in agreement with me.
I've been on the fence. I think it really does depend on the team that we can build.
Yeah.
There's like a huge part of me that wants to do like a really nice restaurant and do the best quality food, get the best quality fish in, get all local produce, and which we will do anyway, no matter what menu we do.
A bit more like fine dining.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I also think that the local area with the Leagate, when we have pushed things a bit further, hasn't reacted as well to it as...
Yeah, to be honest, I think in the area that it's in, it's the sort of place people just want, like really good pub grub. Like still locally sourced, good quality, done to a really high standard, but they're sort of essentially...
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going for a walk down the Viking Way, the last thing I want to do is come into a pub and have like a,
Michelin star blob.
You want like a...
You want a hearty meal or like a burger or a pizza or... So
I think the where we've probably agreed the most is like really good quality, small plates, nice fish, nice dishes that are designed around, the local area and what we're interested in. And then classics. So when we say classics, we mean like sausage and mash, your gammon, your pie, fish and chips.
Yeah, that's
naturally, we always put our own stamp on these dishes, so we'll make our own curry sauces or mushy peas, or we'll do nice vegetables rather than just frozen peas, for example.
And I think we need to get Pete's Raven.
And then we're thinking whether or not we do like really good quality pizzas, homemade doughs, Neapolitan traditional style, so really light and airy.
And I think that would work. We'd obviously have our main pizza oven in the kitchen, but we could then have one outside for summer, and it's nice for like events if people want to do things with us at the sort of in the garden.
Yeah.
And also that I really wanted a pizza the other night, and I had to settle for Domino's because there was nowhere else to get a decent
Other
pizza.
pizza brands are available than DOMINOES. So yeah, Domino's, if you're watching, if you want to sponsor the video, then please get in touch. But yeah, no, 100%. There is pizza restaurants in Horncastle, which is the only thing that sort of puts me off, I guess, doing pizza. There's pizza places there.
I think it was a Sunday night, in fairness.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, not direct competition necessarily, but like for the customers, do they want to see more pizzas, or are they quite happy with the pizza selection that's there?
I just know when we do pizzas here in summer, they do absolutely fly out. And I think also because our pubs are very family friendly, obviously now that we've got children even more so, pizza is a good one for kids. And it adds another element to the menu. So if you have your pizzas, you have your classics, and then you've got your specials board, it kind of, without offering too much, it suits lots of different people. So like the whole family can go out for a meal, your grandma can have a nice catch of the day, nice bit of fish, dad can have a big steak, and the kids can have a pizza. Do you know what I mean? It's a perfect venue.
That's the Leagate.
That is the league, yeah, it is.
So obviously just on food, if you've got ideas and things like that, you'll just leave a comment, let us know what you think will be a good idea, and we'll take it all on board, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the whole idea is that we're creating a pub for the community, and so we obviously want everyone's input.
Yeah, obviously it's impossible.
We can't please everyone.
It's impossible to go, yeah, that's a great idea, we're definitely going to do that, but all ideas will be taken on board, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
The beer selection is going to be probably quite exciting. There'll be stuff on there that you will have seen here. There'll be some new breweries. There'll definitely be a certain stout, which I'm a fan of, which leads us quite nicely onto our first purchase. So we've actually bought something for the West Ashby Arms.
Maybe slightly prematurely. It's probably not the
something
priorities are probably a little bit skew with here.
Yeah, but it's something I've wanted to buy for a long time, or I've wanted. There's maybe, you probably count on two hands how many pubs in the country actually own this piece of memorabilia. That's what I'm going to call it.
It does work, doesn't it? It's not just for show.
Yeah, of course it does.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll unbox that next and run you through it, and obviously, I hope you like it. So it's the first thing we bought for the West Ashby Arms, which will sit nice and prominent on the bar. Fingers crossed. And if we don't exchange it, we don't end up buying it, then it's going to go in my kitchen at home.
It's not. Absolutely not.
Right, so in here we have the first purchase for the West Ashby Arms, which is obviously very premature. I wanted to get this sorted because they're extremely sought after and very, very rare. I literally found one person who had one of these for sale, and he's his brother was an ex-Guinness employee. It sounds like they were probably stolen from Guinness, but but yeah, these were, so I think like 350 were made, and a lot of them never made it to a bar.
Oh.
They were just left in storage. I don't know if they were not very popular. Anyway, I was in London a few years back, a really famous pub called the Devonshire in Soho, and their pump just was amazing. Their Guinness pump. The modern ones you see now are like really big harps. They're in your face. This is quite subtle and very different branding. So this is the first thing we've bought.
I would say your priorities are a little bit skewed here, but there we go.
Yeah, well, this little piece of memorabilia is definitely a one-off. So this design that you see is the original. When they first started tapping, as in pouring Guinness out of a tap, this was the original design. This is a 1961 design. This will light up, as you can see. It's got electric. So this is a much later version of that original design, which I think is like late 70s or something. Don't quote me on this. If there's anyone who actually knows more history on this than me, then feel free to pop it in the comments. But yeah, this is a wicked bit of Guinness memorabilia, something I've wanted for ages. And I thought with the purchase of the West Ashby Arms, I thought what a great opportunity to get it. I think we might have to buy some of the Guinness tankards. I think they're about £40 each, the actual original Guinness tankards. So maybe they'll be on more display than in use for the customers. What do you think to it?
Do you know what? When you were showing me pictures, I was sceptical, but in like real life, I actually think it looks quite cool. So I'll give you that. I'm not sure it would have been worth the journey over to Ireland.
Yeah.
In our busiest month of the year, when we've got 2 girls and the dogs. But anyway.
So originally what we were going to do is go, right, let's book the ferry. Let's go over to a chap called Martin Curtis who sells these online. I think he's got 2 left or something. So we were going to go over, drive over, meet him, hear the story about it and probably create a bit of a video. But Laura said no. So
bit excessive, I would say.
So now all we've got is this unboxing, which is exciting, isn't it? So yeah, this is our first purchase. There is obviously loads of other things that we need to buy, but this was
At least we've got a Guinness pump, eh?
massive priority for me. So if we don't ever open, at least we've got a Guinness pump. I'll put it in the kitchen at home.
Not at the Leagate?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, the Leagate's bars, I like the Leagate bar. Okay. The way it is. So yeah, anyone who's really into Guinness will appreciate this. The majority of you probably think, what on earth is this all about? But yeah, it's just something that's a bit more quirky for our bar rather than the sort of more modern things you might see.
It keeps Harry happy and that's the most important
Which is
thing.
Extremely difficult nowadays.
Yeah. So the theme today has been very heavily on the Guinness. So we're actually going to do a bit of a challenge. Now, any of our Guinness drinkers will know that a Guinness should be poured in stages. We need to let it settle, Harry being one of those. However, we are going to test Harry. We're going to do a straight pour. So I'm just going to pour a Guinness like I would pour a lager. And then we're going to pour a Guinness like it should be poured. And Harry is going to see if he can tell the difference. Now, I think we should do it blinded.
We're going to have to do it blinded, yeah.
You'll be able to tell from sight. But the real question is, can Harry tell by the taste alone that I've poured it incorrectly?
Guinness is like, you need to pour it like this. This is not something I've ever done. I presume by looking at it, I would be able to tell straight away. So we've got a blindfold.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see, as an avid Guinness drinker, whether or not I can actually tell whether a Guinness has been poured properly or not.
Now, there's a lot of controversy on pouring Guinnesses, so please don't hate me if I'm doing it differently to how you think it should be done. Now, we're now going to leave it to settle there while I do the next one. So the next one, we're going to do a straight pour, so we're not going to let it settle, and Harry's going to see if he can taste the difference. So I'm not going to pour an awful Guinness, but we're going to see if not letting it settle does make any difference. Right. And this one, I'm just going to put the glass there and let the Guinness do its thing. This is blasphemy.
Is it really bad?
I mean, it's not particularly great. It's not awful though. Now, so that's our third one. That's the one that we didn't let settle. Now this one, we're going to now top it up. This was a straight pour. That one was a
straight pour,
but done held at an angle. This one was done as you should pour Guinness, and this one was poured like
Yeah. I mean, when they all settle, it'll be interesting to actually do a comparable.
There's actually a little bit of domage on that one, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to tell, yeah. But you can actually already see the difference in the heads. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see if I can actually tell on flavour.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just broke the blindfold. I feel a lot of pressure here.
Right. Guinness?
How have you labelled them?
Not telling you. Your pen back. Right, okay, so first things first. Here you are. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, I need to...
That's number 3, just for your reference.
I don't think that's the perfect one.
Okay. Number 2. Thoughts? Better or worse than the last one?
I think that was better.
That was better, okay. This is your next one. Dada.
The last one I tasted was the best pint of Guinness, 100%.
Okay.
I think I'm going to
Then the
embarrass
next
myself.
one.
Then I think 2.
The second one you had, okay.
Then I think 1.
So the first one you had.
So I would say the straight pour one on the bottom of the table,
Yeah.
on the drip tray, the straight pour one was the first one I tasted. Then I would say your like close pour but without letting it rest was second. And then I think the perfect pour was third.
Yeah, you're right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's a proper Guinness drinker right there, mate.
That, to me, you could take, because of all the extra air that was going through it,
Yeah.
you could taste the extra nitrogen in it.
Okay.
It's almost got like a,
Fizz?
it's got like a zing towards the
Okay.
end. Then that,
Yeah.
can you take, you know that
I
zing?
couldn't tell you what the difference was, but I
No,
could
but
tell.
if you went in and just had them on their own, there's no chance you could say it's not been poured wrong.
Fine, so it does matter.
I would actually say that's the right temperature as well.
This one, that I'm
Yeah.
going to settle.
Whereas these two are cold.
This would have been poured first, though.
Yeah, I know, but surely I wouldn't be able to notice that change in temperature.
Maybe.
Brilliant. All right. Well, hopefully that's.
So basically, all in all, it does make a difference.
Yeah. This is our little girl Tallulah. This is actually our eldest, who's not actually been in the YouTube yet. Have you? You been in the YouTube? Just because she's normally at nursery when we're filming, but she's here today. That's the Guinness challenge. Obviously, it's true what they say. The pour is important. So for anyone who's doubting it, hopefully that proves it.
So hopefully as we move into January, we'll be moving forwards with our purchase. The channel will be following our journey as we renovate the pub and get it open, all the stress that we inevitably will come across, all the probably arguments me and Harry will be having behind the scenes.
Hopefully not. But, you know.
So each episode will come out on a Sunday at 6 p.m. Make sure you're subscribing so you don't miss out on any of our journey. We'll be launching some competitions and any news that we have will be out first on YouTube.
See that off?
Absolutely not. No.
Just have a sit then together.
Why do I
Come on,
get the
let's
worst
sit-
one?
no,
I
no.
want the best one.
All right, whatever. I'll have the second best one. Cheers. Like and subscribe.
Back road